Hi warriors, and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be answering another question, this time about living with triggering people during self-isolation, so people that might be dieting or exercising loads whilst you might have bed rest or need to eat a lot. I'll be talking about how to deal with this, how to stop comparing yourself. I recorded this video yesterday, somehow deleted it, so I'll try to touch on all the things that I touched on yesterday. I hope you enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe as usual, and let's get to the content. So the precise question that I received is as follows. Hi Hannah, I hope you're doing well and taking care of your health during these weird times. I don't know if you'll see this message, but could you please make a video or talk about recovery surrounded by triggering family members? Literally all my family members have eating issues of their own, or are dieting and restricting and exercising unhealthily. Family discussions can get very triggering for me. It's really hard for me to eat much more than them, and it's really keeping me from fully recovering. I'm well into the healthy BMI range, but I know I'm not fully recovered. Do you have any advice? Thank you. I do have some advice. First off, in terms of the comments, I think this is something to discuss with them. Tell them that certain conversation topics or comments or things they say are just triggering to you, and talk about them openly. Tell them how they make you feel and maybe which other things you could be talking about. So in this case, I think communication is key. In terms of comparing yourself to others, feeling triggered by their restricting and their over-exercising. I have talked about this before, and it's something that I struggle with a lot during my own recovery. Especially, I would compare myself to my sister. If she ate a bit less one time, I feel really, really bad. Also, I'd compare myself to my mum. It just wasn't healthy. Also, in terms of exercise, for example, because my mum, she walks the dog several times a day for a really long time, and my sister, she does a lot of exercise. She's studying sports and exercise sciences now, and my dad, well, he does triathlons. So really, I was comparing myself in terms of food, in terms of exercise. There's so many ways in which I was comparing myself to them, and it really wasn't healthy, and it really just kept the eating disorder going. For me, the most important thing was to recognize that I was in recovery and they weren't. So now, if you are self-isolating with people that are triggering, tell yourself that because of the restriction that you have done in the past, you need to eat more and you need to give your body rest. They haven't restricted in the same way, or they haven't exercised in the same way. They haven't got this calorie deficit that you might have or have had in the past. So everyone is on a different path, and even if they are restricting unhealthily in a really disordered way, if they're over exercising in a really disordered way, then tell yourself, why would you want to compare yourself to them? Why would you want to be in that situation? Surely you must remember how it was when you had that active eating disorder, constantly telling you what to do. This is not something you want to go back to. I think it's really, really important to remind yourself of your goals. Why are you recovering? What are you going to gain from recovery? And to then keep fighting for those goals. Everyone has different needs, everyone is on a different journey, and for your recovery, the only one you need to focus on is your own. So if there's any conversation topics or anything they do that you find triggering, let them know. But also remember that you are on your own journey. Other people are entitled to do what they want to do, and that doesn't mean that you have to do the same thing as them. If someone's going to chop off their toe, why would you want to do the same thing? I realize that's a really shitty example, but honestly, if someone's carrying out maladaptive behaviors, the only thing you would gain from comparing yourself and from doing the same thing is more of that same misery that you've been trying to get yourself out of. So focus on your goals, focus on recovery. Know that your body needs this and keep going. Anyway, I hope this answered your question. If you have any other questions or any tips, then let me know in the comments. I will see you all very shortly.